What's that one thing that can make you smarter, confident, and even more successful in life, but everyone hesitates to do it? It's asking questions. In today's video, we are diving into why asking questions is the key to unlocking knowledge, opportunities, and even more deeper relationships. Stick around as we are going to have some interesting conversations and some fun-filled challenges coming your way. Before we dive in, drop a comment. What's that one question that you always wanted to ask but never did? No judgment, just curiosity. Why do people avoid asking questions? Be honest, have you ever stopped yourself from asking a question just because you thought, what if I sound stupid? What if people judge me? What if I should already know the answer? Do you remember, as kids we were fearless question machines, firing off questions like,
why do we have to sleep at night? I mean, if the sun goes down, can't we just stay up and play? And why do we have to eat vegetables? They don't taste as good as cookies. Sometimes I wonder if fish can hear us when we talk to them. Do they think we're just weird creatures staring at them? And what about clouds? Are they made of cotton candy? If I jumped high enough, could I bounce off one? Oh, and why do we have to go to school? Can't we just learn from watching cartoons? I bet I could learn a lot from a superhero. And why do grown-ups always say, because I said so? Isn't that a little unfair? I just want to know everything.
no hesitation, pure curiosity. But somewhere along the way, curiosity got replaced with fear and self-doubt. So instead of asking questions and seeking answers, we started staying silent. Have you ever seen, there is always this one person who asks, hey, what's 2 plus 2? Nobody judges him. In fact, people would start self-doubting themselves. They'll be like, wait, isn't it actually 4? Guess what? People who actually ask questions are the ones who are seen as more intelligent and not less. The people who ask questions are the ones who get ahead. Why? Because they get answers. While the rest of us are sitting there, nodding, but secretly Googling later. Think about this. Albert Einstein once said, the important thing is to not stop asking questions. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Imagine you're in a meeting and your boss is explaining something super technical. So do you? Option A, nod your head so that nobody asks you later. Option B, ask a question, get clarity, maybe even impress the room. So drop a comment. Was it option A or B? I want to know how many of us have been there in that situation. Today, let me show you the superpower of asking questions. Asking questions can make you learn faster. Imagine this at work. Person A acts like they know everything, but secretly has no idea what's going on. The person B asks, hey, can you explain this to me in simple terms? And now they actually understand. Who do you think is going to get promoted first? Not the one who's nodding like a bobblehead and sweating inside. Questions make you a conversation pro. Let me give you an example. Have you ever been to a stand-up comedy show?
You ever notice how comedians aren't just standing there telling jokes? They're like skilled detectives asking questions and pulling people into their world. Picture this, a comedian spots someone in the crowd and asks, what do you do for a living? Suddenly, that person's answer becomes the punchline of a new joke. It's like a comedy workshop right there on stage. They take that one little nugget of information and build a whole routine around it, weaving in the crowd's reactions, creating this incredible back and forth. It's not just about the jokes, it's about connection. The laughter fills the room because everyone feels included in the moment. It's a reminder that humor isn't just about the setup and punchline, it's about engaging with each other, turning everyday conversations into a shared experience of joy. That's the magic of asking questions in stand-up.
See if you can connect with this. Have you ever been on a date where the person only talks about themselves and you're sitting there planning for an escape? They would be like, hey, I have a cat. And your response would be like, cool. And they would be like, anyways, I'd like to talk about myself, blah, 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 blah. And they keep on going. So instead of just saying, cool, okay, try this. Oh, you have a cat. That's nice. I have a dog too. It's so crazy. What's the funniest thing that your cat has ever done? Now we have a story. Now we have a chemistry. Now you don't need to fake a bathroom emergency to live. Try this. Next time when you meet someone, instead of just saying, how are you? Ask, what's something exciting you've been working on? And see how their eyes light up. Questions open doors you didn't even know existed. Here's a secret. Most successful people got where they are just by asking the right questions. Steve Jobs, Oprah, Elon Musk, guess what they all did? They just asked big questions. Steve Jobs cold emailed a tech genius when he was a teenager and simply asked, "Can I learn from you?" Next thing you know, Apple happened. How to ask better questions. Here are 3 golden rules. Rule number 1, ask open-ended questions. Instead of asking, "Do you like your job?" That's a yes or no answer. Boring, right? Try this. What's the weirdest thing that has ever happened to you at work? Now we are talking. Rule number 2, be curious, no judgmental. Instead of, "Why do you do it like that?" Sounds like criticism, right? Try this. "That's interesting. How did you even come up with that idea?" Now they feel smart and you have just leveled up the conversation. Rule number 3, actually listen and follow up. Asking a question and zoning out is like texting "how are you" and not reading the reply. Just don't do it. Real listening makes people feel valued. So next time you're in a meeting, on a date, or just curious about something, just don't hold back. Here's an interesting challenge. If you could ask one question to anyone in the world, alive or dead, who would that be? And what would that question be? The best ones will get pinned in the comment section. Till then,
Tathastu.
hope you get what you asked for. Like if you found this video useful, share with someone who needs to stop being shy and start asking more questions. And subscribe because we've got more life hacks coming your way.